Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I'm the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to Show and Tell number 310. So, as you guys are seeing this, I should be just arriving to Charlotte, North Carolina, and getting checked into my hotel because tomorrow is the start of the Southern Comfort Fiber Market. So, I'm very, very excited. I obviously am pre-filming this. So, this is last Thursday. For the next 2.5 weeks, we're going to have some unusual content. If you're new to the channel, every year I go to the Southern Comfort Fiber Market and I come back and we do a vendor share. I generally break it into 2 separate videos where we do yarn and fiber vendors and accessories vendors. And then I do a video talking about what I purchased. This is my one big, unfiltered, unadulterated, unlimited yarn purchase of the year. So this is my birthday gift. My husband basically, now that we moved back to Columbia, he basically ships me off to my friends in Charlotte. We go out and have a big birthday dinner because of the 5 of us, 4 of us have August birthdays. So he ships me off, tells me to just go have fun with the girls. I go to the fiber market and I get to shop my little heart content. I get to see people I only get to see once or twice a year. I think Erica is supposed to be there again this year. I hope so. I haven't talked to her in the last couple weeks because it's just been. But anyway, we're going to have those 3 videos coming up. We have a bunch of unboxings because we have the quarterly Southern Skeins box, which I think should have been Tuesday's video, shipping and all that. Today is Thursday. We also will have our Yarnable unboxing, a row 1 unboxing. We will have a review for the Loops and Thread anti-pilling yarn. Then the 3 Southern Skeins videos. And maybe we will return to normal. We'll have the August mid-month check-in, and then maybe we'll be back to normal. So yeah, it's going to be all over the place. By the time we get to Show and Tell 311, I should have stories to tell because it will have been a lot. For the most part, August is booked out for me. So we're going to have a lot of the probably no makeup looks or Carrie's hands and just kind of rolling with the punches. But yeah, I am now officially booked out till mid-September. Then obviously we have the holidays. So I've got maybe 6 weeks to put anything else into this year. And then I will be booked out until probably next March or April. I'm a little overwhelmed. As somebody whose schedule is normally 100% my own, I am a little bit surprised at how crazy everything has gone and gotten itself. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know if you've noticed. Some of you may have, some of you haven't. I'm going back to, on Tuesday, Thursday, uploading at 4 p.m. instead of the 11 a.m. There have been another group of changes to the algorithm, and I got really visible to new people for about 2 weeks, and it kind of justified making that shift to 11 a.m., which is supposed to be one of the prime times to upload. Unfortunately, y'all are like me. It's like dinner time when y'all can actually like sit down and watch things. So the best time for me to upload is actually closer to 4 and 6 o'clock at night. I don't want to upload at 6 because that will limit the East Coast viewership. So I decided to just go back to the 4 o'clock. The first 2 hours after a video is uploaded and goes live is kind of the most important for visibility. If those videos aren't being watched in the first 2 hours, the algorithm basically says, oh, nobody's interested in this video, and kind of shoves it in a corner. So, especially because a lot of my videos tend to be over 10 minutes long, I think I'm better suited to a later time slot. I'm debating on moving Saturday as well, but I've always uploaded at 8 a.m. on Saturday. I've never moved that to the end of the day. So I think that one might be fine. I don't know. So anyway, If you've ever wondered what the back end of this looks like, that's what it looks like. So there have been new changes. Certain things that were limiting my viewership have gone away, but now we have a new group of things that are now plaguing me as a small content creator. If you do have hype available on your mobile viewing, small channels, it is very, very helpful to kind of override the algorithm a little bit. If a video is getting a whole bunch of hypes from the people who are watching it, then it says, oh, people are actually interested in this, even though it doesn't have a ton of views. So that's kind of how that's working. So when you hear a smaller channels going, hey, hit the hype button for us, it really is meant for the smaller content creators. So definitely the under like 500,000 people down here. Us people, you know, slowly trying to scrounge our way up the visibility ladder here. So those of you who watched the sweater series, thank you so much for your feedback. Based on the comments, we may or may not do a third video later this year, just kind of hitting certain highlight points or answering certain questions you guys have. So if you do have questions pertaining to how, when you see a pattern, knowing whether or not that's going to look good on you or what your expectation is, go to those two videos. Number one, watch them. I know they're long, but watch those videos, see what I say in those. And if you still have questions about the silhouette, the neckline, or the sleeve set, leave them there. If there's another part of, you know, how do I know this sweater is going to look good? Let me know and I'll be happy to talk about it. But yeah, those were a lot of work to compile the notes for those. So anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We have some WIPs, we have some FOs, and we have some pet tags. Nothing really to update in media. So I mean to say I have not been able to take a day off since my last time I told you about Prodigal Son. So that's the last time I've been able to watch any. I tried yesterday. I tried really hard, but I was not done until 3:30. And by then it was time to make dinner. So like I said, it's just been, and it's ramping up. That's the part that scares me, is it's getting more. Anyway, let's pop on over to what I've been working on. All right. Well, we have a number of mini maker bags here. We have a long-term WIP that has made a return visit, as well as a new bag. So let's start with our long-term WIP. So my miter blanket has come out of hiding. As I said, I'm going to be doing a review for the loops and thread anti-pilling yarn, and that's what went into this blanket. So we have 3 new squares. Well, 3 new squares for that, but the last time you guys saw this, I was actually back here. So I had already added 3 squares since you had last seen it. And then these are the 3 squares of the loops and thread anti-pilling. And these are just 20 or 45 stitch miters. So 22 stitches, and then the one in the center. So, but it's funny because we have loops and thread impeccable, 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 impeccable. This is Hobby Lobby, impeccable, impeccable, and now loops and thread anti-pilling. This is done on a size 8, 32-inch Chalgu red lace needle. We'll go ahead and move my progress keeper down here. We will also have a review. I haven't started the projects yet. I haven't decided what the projects are going to be, but loops and thread superwash merino, as well as Mary Maxim anti-pilling is on the list. So And then I want to do a comparison video of some of the anti-pilling yarn. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun over the fall. I do have some plans here, and we'll get some squares in my blanket too, which will be nice. Making some progress. In the same vein, in my big green bag, this is from Creative Chaos Crochet, Coffee Yarn and Chaos. It's one of my favorite bags that is not a Rel or T-Doddles bag. It's just because I love the fabric, though. My vintage girly heart. So I made a corner-to-corner square, 10 by 10 corner-to-corner square, using a Clover O'More size I 5.5 millimeter hook. I am doing these slightly differently for these donation blankets. As I come across the end, I am going ahead and doing the chain, single crochet chain 2 row. That way I can do these continuous join as you go instead of join as you go. So I really need to finish the other blanket that I have downstairs, or blankets, however many is in that bag. That way everything can move to the new style corner to corner squares. But in here, we also have the other two colors of, oh, this is Big Twist anti-pilling. Sorry, my bad. Big Twist anti-pilling. Or what is supposed to be their anti-pilling line. It's actually Big Twist Living. And, oh, that's right. These are in French, English and French, bilingual. And this one is just in English. Our colors are Twilight Blue, New Lavender, and Confidence. So anyway, WIP number 2. Then we have shocks. Lots of shocks. So first off, we have my Buddy socks for Troy. This is Cascade Heritage Knit Picks Felici and Buddy. A marker from my friend Melanie at Melanie Crochets. All 3 pairs of socks are on a US 1.75 millimeter Chalgu red lace needle, 40 inches long, magic loop, 2 at a time. Shadow wrap heel from Denise at Earth Tone Girls, and round toe. That's shared across all of them. For the 2 pairs of socks for Troy, these are 72 stitches. So when y'all saw these last, we were right here at the green, and I said I knew I was getting ready to have to cut in for the heel soon, and obviously I did. I did the heel and finished the white round, and now I'm finishing up the red. You can see we're about to switch over to the green. So these are within 8 stitches, I think, on the color change. They're not super far away from each other. All 3 pairs of these are in T-Doddles mini maker bags. I will leave Christy's channel and her Etsy shop linked down below. Last time I checked, she does not have any bags currently in her Etsy shop, so just keep an eye out. Next pair for Troy are his Bougie New Year socks. This is Yarnable by Hypnotic in Bougie New Year. This is like 2022, 2023's January colorway. And we have the toe. I do have a progress keeper here, which tells me y'all saw these in Show and Tell 309. But we got like a little 1/2 inch there going. So I think the stitch marker is another one from Melanie Crochets. Most of my winter and Christmas markers came from her. I do have a couple from other places, but most of them are the ones she made. Next, we have my Universal Stanza Blake socks. It's Universal Stanza yarn in Blake. Last time you guys saw these, we were here. And I think that's right after I put in the heel, or purple. No, I had not put in the heel yet. So I put in the heel in these. And this is Knit Picks Stroll in Vibrant Violet. I thought that was kind of fun, especially since we had the raspberry tone already in here. I figured it'd be fun to do a neon purple heel. Yeah, these have just gone, well, they got their heel and they've gone on a couple of walks just while I'm trying to finish up heels and toes for other things. It's also, things have gotten misplaced. Things have gotten left in cars. We'll have hands full and then a project will get left in the car. Troy goes to work. Then obviously I can't work on it, you know, because now I can't figure out where it was. And then he comes in from work and is like, missing something? And it's like, yes, thank you. Anyway, I guess that takes us on to our FOs. Well, we actually have 2 FOs plus a WIP. So first off, we have another corner to corner square, 10 by 10. And again, we're using the new format for my donation blanket squares, where we're going to go ahead and do that single crochet chain 2 border, so we can do this in the continuous join as you go. This is using Bernat Harmony in Sunday Morning. I did a review on the yarn that is already uploaded. We also have my finished scarf. And this is like the I can't remember the name of it. It is a free pattern available from Manos de Uruguay. Link will be in the description box down below. We have a double seed stitch for the pocket here. I did make alterations for mine. I worked this section in the round and then started working flat for this decreased section. And I sewed the bottoms shut. If I were going to make this again, I would use a provisional cast on and work it in the round from the beginning. And then I would use a 3 needle bind off to bind off the pocket. Also, if you're going to do this way, where you're working in the round and then working flat, you will want to come back in here and add a bar tack, or, you know, you could do a little decorative button or something, but closing this with an extra stitch or 2 just to reinforce that area. If you work it as written and work it flat and seam the section, that won't be necessary. But just heads up, like that's what I would do if I were doing this over again. But same thing. This is the Bernat Harmony in Sunday Morning. Still love the way this gradiated. I love this color. Oh, no, I forgot his name. Somebody starts with a C. It's like right there. Like I can feel the name right here. Somebody mentioned a painter, and I think that's who I was thinking of when I did the review. Hopefully I'm putting it up on screen if I can find the comment again. I think that's what I was thinking of when I said it kind of reminds me of like that watercolory but textured. That's what I was thinking. Anyway, really love the yarn. Go check out the review. We talk about it knitting. We talk about it crocheting. We talk about the projects loosely, but love the project. Definitely will probably consider making this as a pocket scarf again. I just have a couple more alterations I would do differently, knowing what I know now. Plus, I would probably, instead of doing 6 inches for the pocket, would probably want to extend it to about maybe 7.5 to 8 inches before I switch to working flat. But that's just because I like deeper pockets. I don't have big hands, but I tend to carry big things. So last finished object before we wrap up here, we have my hamburger socks. The hamburguesa. So this is using Knit Picks in Hamburger. The brown for the heel tab, the heel, and the tip of the toe here is Premier Serenity Sock in brown. This is a heel tab pattern, shadow wrap heel, round toe. I will have patterns linked down below for all of this, although the heel tab sock is no longer available. But these matched up almost perfectly. You can see we go space, bun, burger, lettuce, tomato, bun, space, bun, burger, lettuce, tomato, bun. I think these are adorable. These are a women's size 8. These are, the 2 pair for me are 64 stitches around. So having fun, really enjoyed making these. These are now ready to enter for summer sock camp. Speaking of, it's like the first time since I got my mug that it's actually the mug I was using today. So that is everything I have. If you are in the Charlotte area, come by the Southern Comfort Fiber Market. Say, hey, I don't know that any classes are still available as of you guys seeing this. As of filming it, there's still a couple open spots left in the spinning classes, I think. But I'm very excited. I already have my eyes on some things. We have some, repeat vendors that I get to see. I get to see Crescent Moon again. I get to see Spin Up Girl again. I get to see Fold Out Cat again. I get to see Andrew over at Briar Patch again. I'm just excited. The Miller girls are coming back. So this will be their second year. I get to maybe spend a little bit more time with some of their more exotic fibers. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. And there's a ton of new vendors as well. So I'm very excited to see what they bring. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day. As always, I look forward to seeing you real soon. Bye, guys.